I was trying to figure out if there's some reason why this thing is to black like this. Usually it's like night and day they spend where they have to stop me from doing something. Um, it's freaky, weird. Yeah, it used to do this thing when I had Tumblr, where it would slow the keystrokes down to a literal crawl to stop me from typing. It would vacillate between that and it would like give out punishments if I wasn't typing enough. Like I would notice that this was like years ago, probably 2016. Uh, Obviously, it was getting wicked sick at that point. So if I was upset about something and it would be like days of pages of me like typing and venting. And then as soon as I started taking walks again and I was online less, it would actually shut Facebook off, like to punish me. I'm not kidding you. It wasn't trying to get me to stop being on the internet. Right. And it's like addicted to it. So I don't know if it's another facet of that where it seems to me like it's just mindless blocking and banning now. Anyways, that was a little bit longer today, which is fine. It was about 2 hours. I said I wasn't doing that this week. I wasn't feeling the greatest this morning, so yeah. Anyways, I think it's vitally important for people to make sure they're taking walks right now because I'm having like kind of digestive issues, which obviously with my medical condition, I'm sure it's probably made worse. Yeah, because I think it actually your body creates more like gas and stuff in response to the ionizing radiation. Yeah. So, no, I would say people that are not on the diet I'm on are probably feeling that good. They might be starting to get constipated. So, yeah, just I don't have any of that. I just had I think it was like trapped gas. That's why you got to take your walk so you can clear all that gas out. Anyways, uh, there was one point where my ankle feels fine right now, but at one point it was bothering me, and I had to start trying to use my what do I call it? My supporting leg. I don't think I call it my supporting leg though. But anyways, I had to start using my supporting leg as my leading leg, which I don't like to do. So I'm sure I knew it at the time. Yeah, I'm walking and I go, this is going to be way slower. I can already tell because I got to switch to my left leg for a while because of my right ankle. Well, last year was the shoulder, so this year apparently it's my ankle. So it did it last week too, and then I made it through the 4 days, and then it went away. So I'm hesitant about putting those galoshes on because that's hard on my feet as it is. So yeah, it sucks when you have to kind of like slow down because of something like that. Because clearly last week I don't even feel like I'm pushing it either. So if I was like actually planning it and pushing it, I could probably do it in like if I did an hour and 46 minutes, I could probably do it in an hour and a half. I could probably do it in an hour and a half if I did an hour and 46 without even thinking about it. Especially if all I had the day before was, is it just nuts and fruit? Yeah, I think you have or you just have nothing but fruit the day before or something. Yeah. That's all you need for carbs is a bunch of fruit. I mean, I have fruit anyway, but what it is when you don't have your evening meal and you have just your fruit, it makes you go. But you can only do it for like a day. Yeah, you can only do it like one time, or you'll get wicked sick. You'll get like too depleted. You can do it once, and then you have to eat a bunch of stuff. Not like you don't have to eat pasta and stuff. No, that's probably, I don't know if that's other species or just people that are not Kenyans. That's why the Kenyans always win. They probably didn't tell people, maybe they don't speak English, or like people are rude, and so, or they just don't want to tell them. They're probably on a similar diet that I eat. And then, like I said, uh, I don't think it's like 2 weeks leading up, but I'm thinking they're not eating all those carbs. They're not in a tent eating pancakes and spaghetti because they get way too thirsty. And it's just a whole thing about carbs. They would be, that night, they'd be gushing water because they'd be so thirsty, right? It's just not going to work out with the carb loading. No. I mean, I know how I am when I do like a 2 hour walk or a 4 hour walk. That's not running 26 miles. That's way too thirsty. Yeah, way too thirsty. It's way too much weight that's like weighing you down, and you're thirsty. You're like dehydrated and thirsty. And then you've got a full bladder. It's like a whole bad thing. And then you're subject to sodium depletion. Healthy people, I'm sorry, all due respect, but I don't see healthy people eating salt packs. I just don't see a person who cares about their cardiovascular health eating salt packs. All the things that these people were saying, salt packs, gel packs, salt packs, gel packs. Backpacks, not in a marathon, but salt packs, gel packs. Are you on a fat-based diet? Gel pack, salt packs, gel pack, salt packs. I mean, I don't run. I don't want to get letters. I don't run, but you just go. 47 miles is a lot of walking, and I did not have sodium depletion. All I had with me was a pound of peanuts with some raisins, and I don't even think I ate the whole thing. But I was mightily thirsty, and that's without even carb loading. So I can imagine how thirsty you are after carb loading the night before. Yeah, that is. Oh yeah, just Framingham, man. I remember it. I don't remember it like it was yesterday, but I remember like a bad dream. Just walking through neighborhoods. I had like, I think I got a gallon of water. Yeah, but I was just like, that morning in Framingham, just like, oh yeah, man, I am so thirsty. You're gonna have to call the police. This is fucking crazy. Pardon my French. Speaking of which, the police are there. I don't know if they are in conjunction with the police, or the police are there to make sure they're not bothering me. I don't know. You just go, they're not bothering me, but obviously the police are there every day. So I don't know. Well, you have a right to protest. Yeah, definitely have a right. I don't know what that is they're doing there, but I don't know if it's good and bad. I'm not in charge of stuff. I let God deal with that. You people clearly don't work at the SNAP food office, right? Okay. I mean, everything else, it's not like it's water under the bridge. It sure as hell not. But from what I can gather, it's just God is just explaining to these beings why they can't stay here. Right. Just, I know that they believe there's a whole world system and all this stuff, and that's a bunch of nonsense. It's a they them. It's a they them. That's not real. That's not real. Like, and they don't make any sense. They'll talk to me like I'm crazy and the government isn't real. Then how are you in charge of giving out money in SNAP food units? If it's not real, why are you even giving me a hard time? You just go, here you go, like you do with everybody else, because you're murderously insane. No more talking. Yeah, just went through it with every facet of your government. Not, I'm trying to get rid of your government. Break all rules, reject the government. This is the 14th year. Some people have been like this for 16 years. I think they fully rejected the government. Okay, that's a bunch of nonsense. Like, it's their brain matter trying to reason what they're doing. It takes some of them a wicked long time to realize that they're brain sick, and two, they'll never care. So you have to wait for them to become so incompetent, people just go, we're done. You're pooping and peeing on the office floor. You just can't be here anymore. Stuff like that. Or they literally can't speak words and they're in charge of answering a phone. Anyways, I wondered if I would like go back out and see if they had bananas at Stop and Shop, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Maybe tomorrow I'll worry about it. I might be, I kind of am thinking that none of those plantains are edible. Sometimes they never become edible. Yeah, I'll give them like a month or two, and then finally I cut them and go, it's still like chalk, and I just throw them away. But sometimes they do actually ripen and they're free. So someone's going to end up with them. I never take like every single plantain they have, so no, I don't feel bad about just taking something I'm going to throw away because it's like anything else. You don't know if it's going to ripen or not. I do. I still have them in the paper bag. I looked at them last night and just I had to. Everything's getting low. The apples and the oranges too. So it's today, Tuesday. Well, I got that bag, and then I could probably carry like 3 bags. I could probably carry that one. Uh, I know the produce bag is pretty heavy, so if I just went like produce and like the frozen stuff and eggs, obviously, should be fine. I'm thinking because I looked it up online that Shaw's doesn't even probably sell those carts anymore. I don't want to use my entire gift card because I have no way to get water and soda. I know, just or coffee or nothing. Like I don't want to use a whole gift card to buy a cart. But anyways, um, they probably don't even sell them anymore. Once they started giving out gift cards, they probably took them out of their stores. They're profoundly, murderously insane. It's just dementia. It's the same thing about why you can't get a tent at Walmart anymore. Okay. They won't stop trying to murder the literal poor. They made a whole bunch of people literally poor, and they won't stop trying to murder us. If I'm not the only one, then whoever it is like me, they will not stop trying to murder us. It's dementia. So if you're not familiar with dementia, they do weird stuff like trying to starve you to death. Okay. So it's a common feature of dementia, apparently. So, anyways, they will actually gobble up food to stop you from eating it. Like they figure out every food you eat and then they try to eat it all and maintain the rest of their food because they know you're not going to eat it. It's just part of dementia. So anybody that caught themselves doing that, just know, like if you started all of a sudden going, "Why am I even doing this? I never ate this type of food before." Um, it's part of dementia. I've watched it. Yeah, I've watched it firsthand. That's how I know. So, yeah, like say that you started storing up dried beans and you realize you're not eating any of them. That's why you're doing it. Say that you started, when you say you saw it, like at first you might think you're doing something because everyone's doing it, like, oh, clearance bananas, right? And then you're buying them and they're rotting and you're throwing them in the trash. Okay, you probably have dementia. I'm sorry to tell you, you probably do. Or say that you started buying peanuts because you found out I couldn't get peanuts, or you heard people ate that, and then you just have mounds and mounds and mounds and mounds of peanuts that you don't eat. You probably have dementia. Um, right. If you all of a sudden have three strollers at your house and you don't even use strollers, you definitely have dementia. I watched it in Quincy. They started showing up at the library displaying strollers, wagons, because I needed a way to carry my stuff around so I could go on my walk. I couldn't take my walk and I was sleeping on the ground. I was sitting in a library because it was winter. It was winter time, so I had a car. It wasn't even clothes. All it was mats I have to put on the ground and blankets in my plastic bag. Right. I it wasn't even clothing. Right. So I can't carry all that stuff around to take a walk. So I was forced to sit in a library all day or Star Market because it was winter time, and then lay on the ground to sleep in a plastic bag for 2 straight months. And then, like, it's surreal when you see them doing it because people were on the television telling people to leave strollers at train stations and stuff. It was just weird. Leave strollers at train stations? How about it? Can someone give that woman a stroller? Yeah, that one who's always taking a walk, that's sitting in the library all day, unable to take a walk. What's her name? Mary? Is there any way that one person could have a stroller? And not you need four strollers or you need three shopping carts. Is it possible that one woman needs it because she takes a walk every day? Oh yeah, people that like it's a tickle me Elmo and they don't even have any children. Oh my god, it's a tickle me elbow stroller. Oh my god, it's a tickle me Elmo shopping cart. I gotta have the fifth one and store it in my garage. At the food pantry, it's either gonna be something I eat or I know the two of them eat. To the point where he had to go buy popcorn once because I guess they ate the one that was there and I didn't know it. I won't even get a second one if I see that one is still there. The nuts I did, especially when you know your snap cards off, but I eat them. Yep, I most certainly eat them. That's the mainstay of my diet. I stopped getting eggs for a while because we had so many of them, and then we literally ran out of them as soon as I started eating them again. So I definitely eat eggs. I eat chicken and turkey and beef. I don't eat pork. She doesn't want pork, and I don't even think he eats pork anymore. But I'll eat hamburger from time to time because how do I get beef? Yeah, typically I wouldn't eat hamburger. I would just eat beef. But right, that's again. Um, I think it's sort of again if they ever had an interest in an extinction. So it's probably true for many species, not just my species. Right. There isn't a reason when you have stores full of food to keep trying to stop a woman from following, even if it wasn't a medical diet, just to go to a store and pick out my own food. There's no reason to be doing that. Okay. Just, I completely qualify for your SNAP food. It's just monstrously fucking insane. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired of talking about it. I don't want to have to talk to deranged, murderous animals on a telephone like they're people. Yeah, just if you're not gonna renew the snap card, I can't keep calling you. I'm not getting into a thing where I just call a person and tell them how disgusting they are. No, I have no interest in that. That's why I avoid things. But any species that you people have been doing that to, Yeah, just know that that's all part of your extinction too. It's just horrifying. Like the overfishing and the you're taking, what is it, oysters just because you want a pearl, so another animal has no food. That's crazy. You're not even supposed to be eating shellfish. It's right in the Holy Bible. It makes you sick for a reason. So because you maybe you knew it made you sick, you made up you got to have jewelry from it. It washes up on the beach. You can't wait for those things to die and then one randomly washes up. Wouldn't that make it more unique? That's probably how it started. And you things are so grossly insane. You've all got to be unique. So you're going to dive in the ocean and take an animal's food. Not because you need food. Yeah, it's like so sickening. Absolutely sickening because that's probably how it started. Clearly, when those things die, a shell washes up on the beach that happens to have a pearl in it. Who the fuck wants a pearl when every animal on a planet has 1,000 of them around her disgusting neck? Who wants one? No one. I don't want one. No, thank you. I'll wait till you things are gone, and then God gives you a pearl. How about that? God makes a rock show up that looks like a diamond, not you go, I'm going to mine all of this and I'm special and I'm going to make a throne out of it. Snoop. Talk about ratchet. I'm sure whatever that was, whatever time period that is, historians of smart people, that was the days friggin' cribs where other thinking mind people go, oh my God, these people are so deranged. Steal everyone's jewels and make a throne out of it. Probably had him in his teeth then too. They had dentistry back then. I've been to the place, yeah. I've been to Istanbul. Yep. That is what people do when they have the tiniest bit of money. They don't decide they're going to take over the world. Pimping all over the world. I don't need to run the world. No. Probably since the beginning of the world, these things have probably been attacking me. It wouldn't even matter. I'm sure. I'd probably, if I was doing any of that, I'd be the subject of 14 McCarthy interviews. And then you just go, oh my God, here it comes. And just a disgusting animal crawling across the thing. And then, so when you were filming this, did you work out a lot? Were you shaving your vagina? Could you imagine? Oh, yeah. Well, because they're the Congress, it's not like a lawyer. Even money can't protect you from those things at that point. And you just go, oh my fucking God. No, I'm just going to jail. Yeah, I know. I can't fucking take it. You're a disgusting pig. I'll go to jail. Yeah, I must be a fucking communist. Put me in the fucking clink. Where you can go, I'm not actually required to talk to you, right? Okay, because I'm already in jail. Great. Bye. All you can do is peep in the fucking shower and shit and see if the vagina is shaved. Not I have to be a fucking aware of it. Yeah. You're required to pretend you're not doing it in a fucking jail. It's nothing but a fucking animal. That's why you have to just not think about it. That's how God explained it. It's like it's a fucking animal. Right? You just go. That's why after a while you go, then what happens? Usually they end up blowing their own fucking heads off, but this group of people is really vile. Right? Because you just go, I'm sure there's people that have flashed a vagina and they don't have to ask if it's shaved or not. And then you go, okay, so now what? Like what level of depravity, and then you're not getting a thrill out of it anymore. That's why you're bothering the Virgin Mother now, I'm sure. After the whole fans only brigade, that's why you're fucking bothering me with that shit. Well, people aren't going to let you get your hands on a fucking 11-year-old. This shit with the internet's been going on a long time. People aren't fucking dumb. You're going to have to pay a whore to birth and wait for that child to grow up to be 10. And then put it on a fucking internet in one room and you're in another room and try to get your fucking jollies off. So that's what you'll be fucking reduced to at this point. Anyways. Change the clothes. I kind of wanted to just wear these leggings. Maybe I'll wear them tomorrow, but because I can probably do like it might rain tomorrow. I might do a poncho or something over it. Just wear them twice. I don't really like to do that. One thing I've noticed sometimes when you do it, you'll literally get itchy and go, "How the fuck am I itchy?" Like I took these things off, I aired them out. I know there's all sorts of microscopic things you don't want to know about, but yeah, that's why I just generally launder the stuff. Remember when I used to wash it out by hand when I had those shorts, Brian Buchanan. I still don't know what I'm going to do about shorts. I'll worry about that later. It's definitely not shorts weather, but yeah, I mean, apparently, if they can try to stop you from having clothing, then that makes a difference in how tight your body is. Okay, well, Brian Buchanan, see the abs again? There's no need of all of that. No, you're not getting, nope, no previews. That's why you're shown abs and fucking told how, go, I let you put your finger on my ass outside of my clothes and go, feel that? That's all muscle. Yeah. I don't know if you're just not getting it. You don't need it. You don't need a test ride. That should tell you enough. It's my body type. My body type 1. So if you're like used to being with fat chicks, you have no idea. Okay. What is it called? Super Plus tampons. We don't even use tampons, dude. Okay. So you don't need to take test rides when you're told exactly how this works. Body type, can't even use tampons. That fit, everything is muscle. See the abs? See how fucking stupid you are? Good. After falling into a couple of chars in the last fucking year, I'm sure this is. Do you have children? You don't have children? Oh my God. We're all learning something now. We're all learning. Yes. Hello? Yeah. That's why I'm in a fucking prison. The models are a dead giveaway, and I'm on the ranch. Hello. I gotta spell it out for you folks on TV why I'm in this fucking jail. Because you're probably wondering too. It's a little bit fucked up, isn't it? I'm a mastermind because these people decided to go chop up bodies. Okay. Do the math. You're on benches, you're proper coding, you're holding hands. So, anyways. Sometimes, yeah. That's why the dude talks like that, I'm sure. But I mean, some of it's a little bit obnoxious. But sometimes that's why females are like me. You know certain things about yourself, and you just go, and then you learn other things about other people that you never thought about because you're being holocausted, going, what is the problem? Oh, okay. So it just flows out like water. Okay. That's not really my problem. Um, that's no dude that would go near me. That's not the reason they're not with you. Most of you are not, your bodies aren't good. Your bodies aren't good. Your faces aren't good. Your brain isn't good. You're mean. You're certainly not mothers when you're treating me like this. I don't care what you call yourselves. I'm never going to refer to you things as mothers. They're just deranged animals trying to kill me are mothers. That's no one's mother. No. Your children are all Tarzan, or they're just like you. Your children are Tarzan, and they're just like you. One, I don't think the people at the food pantry are subject to that sort of thing. I think they're a different type of people. And two, they're not giving me food. Why would I even say anything bad about them? They're not giving me food. They've gone out of their way to make sure I have food. It's the opposite of you things. But yeah, I don't even think they'd care. I mean, you don't really base need on that, but that's all you things do. You literally are doing that. You would give a person 3 Section 8s. Jerry already told me. You literally would give another person 3 Section 8s and take one look at me and other people and go, oh, we don't have anything. And you think that's okay to do. You're just completely grotesque animals. Like you're in a jungle going like this. It doesn't matter how psychopathic you think you are, or I'm something or other, and I'm in a coma, and I did something to you, and everybody deserves, and I'm going to learn what it's like to be you. It's part of dementia. Your brain matter is just making up an excuse for being nothing but an animal going. So we go for the fig tree, and then that must be part of the reason why you keep copying people. Well, it's your extinction. There are people that are good people in life and have been good people their entire lives. They're not even psychopaths that are losing their brain, like that woman, Other Mary. It happens. So, there's people that have cancer and are dying that have never been like that either. It's an extinction. I have a medical condition and I don't go around, oh, you ever hear me talking like that in all the 14 years? I never actually thought about it like that, to be honest with you. Even before 2011, I never thought about it like that. Like, why would God give me something? Because it's probably because it's obnoxious. You know how many people have medical conditions? I mean, there's children that are born with that muscular dystrophy shit. I've seen that whole Jerry's Kids. I grew up watching that every year, so I was aware that there were people that were sick. So I probably was just never that grandiose to go, why would God give me this? That's the God's honest truth. Yeah, I just thought it's probably God talking to me. Uh, that's a God's honest truth. I never thought about it like that. And then I unfortunately, but maybe fortunately, it altered my entire life course knowing about this medical condition before I had any symptoms. But God's the one who explained it to me that He didn't actually do it. It's from vaccines, it's from pork gel and vaccines, like bio terrorism, like bioengineering. So well, I was upset because I thought about joining the Peace Corps when I was in college, and I got the paperwork and stuff, and it said that you couldn't be in it. You were disqualified from it if you have kidney disease. So it's probably for the best because there's more vaccines you have to have. So I would have had even more vaccines had I done that. But you go to college and then you go in the Peace Corps, and then you go back to college and you get a master's degree, in case you don't know anything about the Peace Corps. Because I'm a bad, bad, bad person. Do something for someone. I saw a squirrel and a robin. I don't know if anybody else walked out there today. I know, I'm like on Truman Parkway and I go, oh, what the hell? It's a squirrel and a robin again. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but. And then there's a Robins Road on 138. So, anyway, just. They were right at the bush before the walk. It possibly could be the same squirrel and robin. You just go, now there's a squirrel and robin team. What are you guys doing? Is the bird knocking stuff out of the trees? Is it robins don't knock out squirrels don't eat bird eggs, right? What would a robin need from a squirrel though? Unless they're just friends. Because a bird can get to branches that a squirrel can't. What would a bird need from a squirrel though? Maybe the squirrel can open things that the bird can't open or something, or they're just friends. The squirrel might be, but I don't know if the squirrel can break into someone's house and steal food. A bird can't really do that. Yeah, it might be something like that. Now we're gonna have squirrels and robins, badgers and coyotes. Anyways, those little hedgehogs. Oh my god! I know you go. Meanwhile, I don't like to be mean, but yeah, some of these people, I think it's because they're sort of reduced capacity and they have an underlying mental health condition and their upbringing was clearly tragic. And then they wouldn't allow me to even help these people. They want them like that. They store them up in rooms and make them their pets. They don't want them getting well, being independent. It's sickening. It is. It's absolutely sickening. But some of the stuff is like, those people are in houses. I know you just go, it's not like I think people should be out of houses, but you go, Jesus Christ, God. But other people need somebody's help. Get it? It is like so gross. And then that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do, and they inevitably, every single one of them has a boyfriend. I know, you just go, what the hell? Just watch the one where she's at the police station. If she wasn't screwed up like that, then she'd be like a beautiful young woman. But I mean, really? But some dude will be like, oh my God, I got this new girlfriend. Just, what in the hell? That's your girlfriend? Just, like she's completely retarded. Like she's a Jerry's kid. It's terrible that, yeah, like she has brain illness or something. You go, how did a person that looks like that get that brain? That person shouldn't look like that. That's that sick, because it's likely to breed. Yeah, that's bad news. They should all be nasty, the females that are doing that. So something might have happened to her brain during birth or something, like lack of oxygen. That is it. No, it's actually not funny, but you just go, whoa, that's rare. They usually are not pretty like that. Yeah, that is like scary. That's a person who's going to be just completely victimized until she's nothing but pick marks, I'm sure. Someone won't want to go out with her. They'll want to pimp her out for their drugs until she's all disgusting, and then they can do it for a while, because like I told you, most of these females are not good looking. And then once they start picking themselves and stuff, they just, that is, oh yeah, there'll be disgusting dudes everywhere going, hey. That's when you go show that video to like every dude you know, and just wait and watch and see what they say. Really? No, we're not even friends anymore. Go away. Really? Yeah, no. Because yeah, just, oh hey, she seems nice. No, she doesn't. She seems brain damaged. Is she doing it on purpose? Because that would be funny as fuck if she was. Yeah, forget about Rebecca Donahue. This one's actually pretty, especially if she was faking it. Just, and then a dude's like, "Oh, are you actually fucking checking her out?" I never fucking talk to the dude again. Just any person that doesn't go, "Oh my God, this poor chick." Like, that is tragic right there. Shut the. All I can picture is Jerry. Oh yeah, this poor chick. Shut up. No, that's not even funny, dude. That's what I'm saying. Men like that, stay away from me. Clearly not compatible at all. It's only funny if she's like not on drugs and brain damage, and she's like, I don't know, her heel broke. Yeah, like you're wicked confused between regular stuff and stuff that's gruesome. Like, yeah, obviously, if her heel broke and she's in distress or something, because that's actually funny. Like she's doing an oops or something. Yeah, like the Marilyn Monroe stuff where she has too much bags, her heel is broken, stuff that's actually, funny. Not that. That is not funny. Oh, I'm starting to get cold. So I'll probably take a shower, I guess. That helps ward off some of the chill. Yeah, I'm starting to become like withdrawal from my peanuts for sure. So I'm gonna have to cook up some pistachios. I didn't do it yesterday. It's only 119, so I noticed the past 2 days. It wasn't even any better last night. I thought it might be better last night if I skipped lunch, and it wasn't. And then this morning, I was like, oh my God, what? And it's got to have something to do with the nuclear, I bet you, but just feeling like that bubble thing. Yeah, just, oh my God. I do. I think not in 2014, it wasn't that, but this time I think it has something to do with stress and gas buildup. You know, it's because of the whole thing about the SNAP food card. Yeah, I know. You just obviously, I mean, people are threatening to not just murder you, but murder you through starvation. That's pretty fucking stressful. And I have been living like this. This is the 14th fucking year. It's like, Jesus Christ, how long is God going to allow you fucking things to keep doing this? Just what in the fuck? That is a long time. This shit for the country started in 2008. It's been like 16 years. That's a long time to terrorize a population of fucking people for your own enjoyment. It's a long time. Put on here. This available. Review this. Events. Still these. Oh, I got those already though. Am I gonna wear those again? I got the tomorrow I gotta do arms and abs before the walk. Tomorrow's the supposedly supposed to be the hardest day, but It's those people making that whooshy noise, whatever they're doing over there. It sounds like it's coming from over there, but it's not. It's coming from over there. Echoing. Oh, God. This sweater is good. Whoever left this sweater over there. This Talbot sweater. I've worn it a million times already. Another day. It's like a weird phenomenon because it sounds just like it would be like wicked windy outside, and it's not. So it keeps like messing with me. The noise of it. I'm sure some of the end of life words and phrases have probably changed over the course of 14 years. Anybody that's been dealing with the dying for like 20 years, 20, 30 years probably goes, whoa, the tone of the end of life speeches have changed, knowing that it's not going to make any difference about what's happening with them. Yeah, like even that in itself is an act, I'm sure, most of the time. This is the speech I give because I'm trying to get into heaven. Everything is love. I don't think it's that you're angry that I can see myself on a live stream. I really don't think it's that. I gotta say, I don't think it's that. Well, some people deserve to be beautiful, in my opinion. I can only imagine what it's going to be like next cycle after this horse shit. Right? Just some people deserve that, especially if they're going to be an actual mother, because children probably like it. Get it? I wonder who the teacher's going to be this year. Like they hit the genetic jackpot. Yeah, I think it makes them naturally more sort of attuned to whatever it is you're doing too. Just like Michael Foran. Yeah, that's why he's nice. Not attractive people are mean. I'd say it's rare that you have a person that's literally like handsome or beautiful that's mean. I'd say that's rare. It can happen, but I'd say it's rare. You could have a lot of people that try to torment people, and apparently that's a thing where you make beautiful people seem bitter and mean when they're not. No suitable men, and I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not really. That's not really that super important. But obviously, I'd say it's no suitable men. It's not that I'm like, what do you call it? I'm not neutered. It's just no suitable men. Um, Being shipped to an area where clearly there isn't even a lot of hot dudes is beyond obvious. And then you just go, this is okay. So she's in a shelter filled with male sex offenders, even just not even Boston, where there was probably different males, different men. I'm sure there's got to be some men somewhere on planet Earth just surrounded by the most disgusting females and neutered males trying to get with them. And they're probably just like, or it's just like another situation where they're all sex offenders. And you just go, this is something is weird here, this crap. But, yeah, like why are you all ugly? All due respect. Why none of you, it's not necessarily that they're all ugly. There's clearly a lot of ugly ones, but you go, none of you are hot. Yeah. Michael Foran on the beach. I'm just like, what is this? This doesn't just happen in Quincy Center. It was totally like that. You just go, after how many, whatever years it was then, 10, 11 years, you go, what is this? Like I was being looped. That could have been funny. That could have been funny. Had things, if people not messed it up, that could have been funny. Right. By now we'd be living here. And then people would be like, oh, we could go to the food pantry together. And people would go, oh, is this your son? Oh no, this is my father. And they'd go, oh, is this your mother? No, this is my daughter. Or they'd go, oh, and this is your daughter. And they'd go, thank God, because if they're a couple, I'm about to blow my top right now. We don't want to have to strangle Mary at the food pantry. Okay, so this is your mother? No, I mean your daughter. No, not like I'm a pedophile, but like what the hell? Brian Buchanan, maybe because clearly something's wrong there. Andy's 36, he's not 26. Yeah. Well, that's why he would have if it wasn't for other things, and he clearly doesn't want to be with me. Someone like that is like the perfect Jewish husband. Yeah. So you can get caught. I don't think most women like me would stay with someone like that. The greatest of respects to him. But you could end up dating someone like that for a month or two until finally you put a stop to it. Because, right, I wasn't doing anything with them. It's all on a premise he's going to go to a detox center and stop using. So clearly, the second he leaves the hospital and says he's going back to Quincy Center, that's it. Right. So it's sort of like when he made a joke about being drunk on the honeymoon. I just looked at him like, we're not having a honeymoon if you're not going to stop using. So, anyways, that's not too wild and crazy, guys. That's not the lounge guy. That guy would be dead already. Yeah. If that was Bill Murray's lifestyle, he'd be dead already. He wouldn't be singing into microphones. Hey. All three of those dudes are still living because I'm sure that's not their lifestyle, but they knew someone that was his lifestyle and he died. I'm sure he probably thought all that shit was funny too. Hey, ooh, huh. Till he dropped dead. I'm sure it got sad at the end. They probably have other people they know that's the same thing. Like the other guy. Not John Candy. Was he using too? I don't think he was using. He just had other problems. He had like a heart problem. The other guy. Chris Farley. I'm sure they went through that with him too. Where at first everything's just laugh ass funny, like Matthew Perry, but he went to detox. I'm sure it was like that with him for a while too. But he went to detox and got well. And then remember at the end, he was opening up his own homeless shelter and shit. Right. So, anyways, I'm sure many a celebrity knows a person like Brian Buchanan. You just go, none of that's funny. You know, like a person on a film is not actually drunk. They're drinking like apple juice and pretending they're drunk. They're not drinking vodka nips and going, and I'll be drunk. Yeah, there can be a disconnect with people if they reduce capacity. Those people are actors and not actually doing that. So, anyways, yeah, because God made a bunch of those dudes, Brian Buchanan. Maybe not everybody thinks you're as cute as I do. Right? Like there's a whole bunch of Jewish dudes that women can tell apart, even though some people can't. And right. You don't have to be unique and cute to everyone. So they do it to them on purpose. Yeah, they do it to them on purpose. Hello. That's why they have beards when they get married and they wear the same clothes. Well, the women are different because women, some of these women that are not Jews, are disgusting, as you know. Okay, that's the problem. You go, you shouldn't even be talking to a dude with the beard because that means they're married. So it works out. Get it? Not their, yeah, not their primates that all want to look the same. Their wives are making them do that. That's what is acceptable in their society. I don't even like that word. In their species, in their family unit, that's what's acceptable. Because the other females in the family go, look, we don't really care. I mean, he doesn't like tradition. You need to get away from him. Yeah, just slap. You need to get away from him. He doesn't like tradition. Yeah, because he wants to stick his dick in everybody. So you need to break up with him. He doesn't like tradition. Seriously. Like, you need to realize why these traditions were created and stop being so naive. Anyways. The beards. Why am I saying tomahawk? The beards, the head covering, the clothes, all of it. Yeah, because clearly, once you're married, right? It's like a female. It's the same for men. You shouldn't care. You don't need to be unique. Why would you need to be unique? So, anyways, you can be unique after these disgusting animals are gone, and then you're still obviously under the watchful eye of all of the females. Because my species females are not disgusting chars. And you go, what is this? And then they go and report to me exactly what they just saw so that I know to get the F away from you. Like, that is how life works. I don't care about all this. I'm explaining myself and my thought idea about how life is going to work after these things are gone. Obviously, there'll be a transitional period for my species too, because there's some people that are in a mixed brain and stuff still, and we just came out of this thing where you go, "What is this?" No, we're post 2011. No one's doing that. Yeah, you can't blend in here. So you're either going to conform to the rest of the species, or you're going to go over there for the rest of the extinction. Children of the corn. Well, your husband's not a trophy either. That's why I sort of, when people say stuff, you just go, at first, I'm like, maybe he's doing that to ward off rapists. I mean, some of the stuff that people say, you go, I'm sure there was probably people saying stuff about me too. Not maybe this last time, but the years before that. I dress like this and I don't do my hair. And I don't, first of all, I don't have to do all that. Hello. Second of all, I'm surrounded by disgusting people. I don't know, maybe people weren't saying that, but I don't mean to be a jerk, but when there's some people that don't have to do all that. I mean, if I'm on you, like if I'm going to the symphony or something, yeah, okay. Why would I dress like that every single day in a homeless shelter? That's a whore. That's a whore doing that. I mean, you might from time to time by now if they're stuck in a homeless shelter, they've been camping or something, and they're like, "This is ridiculous. I want to be able to wear heels one day." That I can see. Yeah. Uh, it's a little bit different now than at the beginning because it's been going on so long. You're like, can I dress like an adult woman? Okay. Or are people still going to be acting like that? Because it's a little bit difficult when you can't get the clothes and then you have to walk from here to Quincy. But last summer was different probably than any other time I've been out there. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really do it's the summertime. What before 2011, I didn't wear a lot of makeup, folks. No. I either would blow dry my hair straight and flat iron it, or it would be curly. It's like kind of no different than I am now. Yeah, when my life is I'm in this room and I'm taking a 2-hour walk like I'm in solitary confinement in a prison, what would I actually be doing? I'm not 13 anymore. I understand some of that. I think if I was in my own apartment, maybe. If I was in my own apartment and I knew I was a viewable online, maybe because I thought about that when I first got a couple of cute outfits. Right. And then you go, am I even invisible on the internet? I'm not putting on a show display for disgusting people watching me in a private internet prison. Get it? Like it tampers everything. It's part of terrorizing people, whether it's true or not. Right. I think some of that might have made the beings forced to do it, like whatever thoughts were in their head, because it's clearly affected things I was doing. Yeah, just I can't even do like stuff where we were going to do like not dress up like you're a fucking porno, but we can't even do that because we're not allowed to communicate with other people. We're supposed to be in a thing engaging with criminals. So I'm just waiting for God to put an end to it, like I've been saying since last summer. I'm pretty sure in 2022 I couldn't live stream. I don't remember live streaming then, but I know since last summer I've been discussing it. So I guess I'll go boil up some of these pistachios now before it gets too late. I think that was yesterday I chucked them. We'll see. I'll cut one of them tonight, but find out if it's a certain style of plantain. Okay, I need these. Oh, thank God. Every burp, every passing of breaking of wind. Your welfare system was created because dead men can't work or pay alimony, not whores or mothers. Disgustingly fucking insane animals. Probably while I'm eating it, especially while I'm eating. That causes animals a great distress, you know. They don't like it when I'm getting food stuff. It's like a complete, profound insanity. Like, yeah, like they actually like start to flip out. I'm not kidding you. So it took them 14 years to get that sick. Boston's ready for any situation. Okay. Are they planning on making those people stay in Boston to be put down? Is that what they're doing in Maryland? Well, it goes like this too. It's worse for the cities because that's where the homeless shelters are. So it's more difficult for those people to pretend they don't know about it. And it's been 16 years. 16 years of just looking at people and deciding if they have housing or not. So they literally have only been housing people that look like them, like their own species. I don't think they have any understanding of what they're doing. They're so brain reduced. They're called kill zones that they don't even know they set up for themselves. God did it. It's an extinction like the Passover that God's doing. All due respect, you got to go to your heaven eventually. But those people are the most vile and dangerous. They don't even like other members of their species. Yeah, some of those people they refuse to house are most definitely not my species. So they set up some serious kill zones for themselves, which is good. So much for they wanted to be integrated. It doesn't make any sense. They don't want to be integrated. They want to kill you. They want to rape you and kill you, not they want to be integrated. Can't be both things. Get it? Okay, you look like me, you go there. You look like me, you go there. You act like a little animal, you go there. You're a whore with open legs, you go there. They were being held down by someone. Not that we're given everything for fucking nothing. They were being held down by someone. Okay, so you set up kill zones for yourselves, obviously? Okay, great. Especially when they rolled into, they're going to be greenies. It was that easy. God did it. I don't think any person did that, but God did it. So all you have to do is go like this and you watch them do it because God's making them self-terminate. Doesn't matter what they think. So they opened up, they moved into the cities and opened up small businesses for themselves. And most of them are cooks, by the way, it seems. And they allotted housing to everybody they wanted to, which means they're other species. And probably the worst of the other species, by the way. And whores, not mothers. And they took over the governmental offices too in those cities. Okay, well, that makes it pretty easy because they're going to be greenies, so they don't drive. They're going to do TikTok on somebody else. I think that's how it started. Right. And then, okay. Like they're laying in wait on TikTok and then they're going to storm into your fucking houses. That's probably what they think. So it's a perfect kill zone. Right. They have to go where their criminals are located to give them Section 8s and print the money. So those are the cities. They don't have firearms. They don't walk anywhere, so they can't take over people's houses. That's why I told you. If you started noticing weird behavior, you just kill your commuter rail. That's all you'd have to do. You don't have to destroy the tracks, just no one drives the trains. That's it. It's all within the city, those subways. You have some people camping, trying to live at the commuter rail because they can, if it's connected to the subway though, so they are in the city too. Unfortunately for them, well, some of the food pantries have food outside, even if you can't register there. I don't want to get into the thing about just taking food because I don't want someone to get in trouble. Yeah, you can't, like, if you all of a sudden had people like 20, 30 people in a store, that might cause a problem because the other shoppers think they can do it when they have plenty of fucking money to buy it. I know, you just go, these people are destitute. Not they're just, hey, you can, no one says anything about a loaf of bread. Get it? That's why it's bad. It's bad when people are sick. That's why they're supposed to have SNAP food cards. That's what happens. They go, oh, I don't have to pay. Especially the ones on money. Why wouldn't you pay if you have money? I know that from her. They stop believing you're not supposed to spend money on food. They stop thinking that. Okay, so just so you know, that can be a problem. So if you have access to a food pantry and they're doing the shit to you with the SNAP card, if you could please use the food pantry while we wait. Right. And just what if you have a place that you go in there and you take like one thing a day and leave and they don't say anything, if you could just keep that to yourselves and not have a group of you doing it at one time. That'd be great. It's like this too in Boston. Is there a grocery store in downtown Boston? Yeah. That it's like probably actually was worse there than Quincy when I had a SNAP card. But without a SNAP card, the fuck matter is it? Mm-mm. People definitely aren't going to stay there without a fucking SNAP card. There's no grocery store in Boston. That's how scary it is. And you're making homeless people live there. So they can't even do that. And when you go to South Station, you'll see that the peanuts are fucking locked up. Like, it's just fucking spooky, man. Where do those people get their food? Are they taking trains to grocery stores like Newmarket? That's why I said. I think Lexington knows that you folks are not going to work. I Everybody has their limits. Some people don't know what's going on, and they go, "I thought we were supposed to go to Walden Pond." Yeah, just everybody has their limits. Like Walden Pond, what the fuck is going on with that woman? Why is she still being kept like that? How do you people have T passes? Right? It's too much. It's absolutely too much. They've got to have free T passes too. Why? Free museum passes, free T passes. You got to stop now because there's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to do. You're gonna go. You got to give everybody a fucking shopping cart and a stroller while I sit here, because otherwise, I mean, hopefully, finally, this is fucking finally over with. You go. They won't even give her a fucking SNAP food card. You're on free fucking T passes. Anything? Maybe just stay in your area for your walk. Don't worry the fuck about what Mary Gladys is doing. Free ice skating, Mary Gladys. Mayor Glass been very, very good to me. Free ice cream. Oh, wait a minute. What? She's dead? Yeah, literal fucking starvation and lack of water. That would still seem normal, right? It's called dementia. Mayor Glass been very, very good to me. Nothing, right? For some reason, we're allowed to stay up to watch it. Yep, we were allowed to stay. I know, you just go, whoa, what a weird family. Yes, we were allowed to stay up to watch it. Probably. The prerequisite for this show is this, like the Dawson's Creek. You have to watch all the original cast members Saturday Night Lives, and then go. I don't know why you're laughing. Mayor Glass been very, very good to me. Every time they have those donuts at the food bears, we do. My secret little chocolate donuts. Yeah, the colon blue one was funny too. Years later. If you eat this one, this is equivalent to this much fiber. But I think little chocolate donuts is funnier, yeah. Fat guys talking about how fit they are. Yeah, that's funny. My secret little chocolate donuts. Were they having Michael Phelps do stuff like that? Like, my secret, what's it called? Sour Kids? Is that what it's called? You know what I'm talking about? Those things are wicked good. Yeah, you can't be, they probably have porcine gel in them, but you have to give a disclaimer at the end not to eat them, but those things are wicked good. I think they're called Sour Kids or something. My secret Sour Kids. Before every race. They're like those jelly things with sugar all over them, and they're like tart, and they're called like Sour Kids. And they're like neon colors. It's just like someone took, I don't know, glue. Someone took like glue that was hardened but still moist and threw it in Nevada sugar. Whoa, not that one, this one. I think they're called Sour Kids, but for some reason I'm thinking it's 3 words. Lisa, remember Lisa? Oh my God, she's so terrible with the candy, but so am I. I used to be like that when I was younger. I used to be like mowing on Tootsie Rolls, atomic bombs, blow pops. I would put like those Starlet. I'd buy those Starlet mints. Like here's some right here that I still have because I don't eat candy anymore. You know when I would is when I'm smoking cigarettes. It's like a whole anxiety thing. Like if I'm smoking cigarettes and I'm chewing gum and then I'm chomping on these in the gum and stuff. Yeah, I used to be huge on the sugar. And I love like candy canes, especially candy canes and those stirrer things, which are still sitting there. They're like starting to fade in color. Remember the ones you could get and there was all the different flavors? Like if you went to like Rockport or do they not make those anymore? The sticks. And they were like 5 or 10 cents a piece or something. Oh man, I love those things. We just make them after these people are gone. Yeah, you just make candy. That's not hard to do. We'll just have to learn how to do it, how to make candy canes and sour kids. And what's the other thing? Saltwater taffy. I'm pretty sure they used to have a machine at Paragon Park where not the Ferris wheel, the carousel was, unless I'm remembered a different place, and you could watch the thing stretching out the taffy. Yeah, I love saltwater taffy. I don't like that Laffy Taffy stuff. It's all sugar. It's like not marshmallow based or something. All right. Let me see. Check something. What am I checking? Okay. Some of this stuff I can't care about, but you go, okay, they still don't get what's going on. Did you have any idea how much empty housing there's going to be? But worry about it. Talk about burning down housing. Not houses, just burning down like these apartment complexes and stuff. That's a lot of debris, but developers pitch housing complexes to connect Roxbury and South End. Like they still don't get it. But I mean, they might flip out and try to leave there if they did actually get it. You folks are going to die. You're not going to need to build any more housing in the city. I don't even know if this is going to need to be used, but it gives people something to do. It's just no one knows how long it's going to take for millions of people to simply die from cancer with all this radium. No one knows how long it's going to take. So you folks are not going to need all that housing out there. Like they still, I think, don't get it. They converted all of these houses into these rooming houses that Father Bill's place did. It's spooky. So there's a lot of housing units too. Like if someone wanted to help 12 people in a house, just one example is that house on Lawrence Street. That's like semi-independent living. Even I don't know if you'd put people there that can't cook because it's two full-size kitchens, but they made rooming houses in places that don't have kitchens like that. Yeah, like it's just easier to care for people that can't care for themselves in that type of a setting. But I mean, you're not supposed to tell them that they can't have visitors and shit. I know it's just like no one would need to be living in Granny's floor in a rooming house if you gave those people fucking housing. Get it? That wouldn't even be a problem. I'm sure Karen Corbett wouldn't be choosing to live with her children unless she had to. Because their children can't get housing. So anyways, it's a big mess. I gotta put that thing on the floor. I guess that's staying open tonight because I decided to wash out that bra. I haven't done that in a long time, but I was like, I don't want to run out of. I'm starting to sweat. And I take them off anyway. I change my clothes every single day. But in the summertime, you absolutely have to take those clothes off. God, just another part of the damnation. The summer of 2020 when I got that horrifying rash from being forced to stay in wet clothes. Yeah, like it got to the point right before I went back to Dedham that it was probably about to turn into something like a fungal infection or something, right where my legs meet my pelvis because of the rubbing. Yeah, just that was just it. You know, that's happened to people. Oh, yeah. And just what do you do when they won't give you underwear and shit? You just go, that it wasn't going on in Albuquerque, by the way. It's just horrifying the shit that goes on in Massachusetts. Horrifying. I don't know if New Mexico is different. That was a few years ago, but as bad as it wasn't that bad. You just go, how are these people this sick? They're here to be put down. A lot of them apparently live in New England, and they some of them shipped here after Katrina, and then some of them came here from Puerto Rico. So yeah, they're pretty bad. Just and I don't know if it's just the nature of New England, but yeah, like if there was a lot of people living on welfare, it is Massachusetts, so really bad. Yeah, these people are just completely psychopathic. They're heartless. Clearly, a lot of these back to work welfare mothers are on a warpath. So, anyway, God's putting them down. Not I get into battles with them on the telephone or anywhere else. I mean, could you imagine? Why am I having a conversation with a being that's about 5 feet wide and looks like a complete gorilla? Why is that even taking place? That Luquette thing and that Barbara thing at the DTA office? Why am I having, and the one in Florida? Why is this taking place? I shouldn't have to ever talk to you things in my entire life. Exactly. Exactamundo. Why is that going on? Right. It's called a dead man can't work or pay alimony. Not that system was set up to breed retards that overbreed us and then attack us like fucking animals. Exactly. A whore is not a mother. Oh, Christ, man. That's what we're talking about. We can't even raise our fucking children anymore. Enough is enough. It's called radium. Fucking restaurants. Christ God. Not one single one of them wants to free people. I'm going to be the first person who does this. And I'm going to be the first person with the left slant eye that does this. And I'm going to be the first person with the pimple on my right ass cheek to do this. They can't even do Guinness Book of World Records like the other people used to do. I'm going to be the first person that did this. All right. That's not really sitting that great either. This is like the third day of this. I know. Ugh. Hell.